Welcome to the Ultimate Opinion Essay Organizer. This organizer was designed with teachers and students in mind. So, starting off, you have your light mode or your dark mode toggle option here. You have your dyslexia-friendly font for students who need a little bit of help with the visual display. Evidence-first mode is especially helpful for special ed students, English language learners, and honestly, any student who just needs a little bit more support, wants a more direct line for coming up with reasons for their thesis. It is so much easier to find a quote that you like that would support your claim and then pull a reason from that quote than it is to pull a quote out of thin air and then find a piece of evidence in your assigned text that would support what you're trying to say. So this is an extremely powerful tool. It is customizable with body paragraphs, so whether you just need one body paragraph, 2 or 3, this dynamically changes the whole layout of the organizer. So if I click one body paragraph here and confirm it, that means that my thesis is only going to have one reason. Because remember, your reasons and your thesis, they go hand in hand. All right, so your directions will read aloud as well as the student's work. So at the end of each section, you can play the student's whole paragraph, and at the very end, they can play their whole passage. My favorite, the UK English female. And then audio language is awesome. So this is the different translated versions of the organizer. I have Spanish, French, German, and Chinese. All right, moving over here. This organizer works with Google, which is amazing. Sign in the organizer. See, it has me signed in. Hello. All right, you can also sign out. Say you're on a shared computer at a computer lab. The students can sign out here and even then clear the form. So these are options for downloading and uploading the content. So say you want, instead of relying on the Google saver, you would prefer to download it and have it saved on your file. That's fine. Like on your computer files, that's totally fine. You notice it's got the little save button right there. That is it saving to your drive. Now, even if you're not signed in, you can use this organizer. The organizer's data will save to your local storage on your computer. So as long as you don't clear your cache and cookies, you are good. All right, pretty substantial directions there, just really breaking it down for anybody, because my hope with this is that it is the one-on-one support that you need and that your students need. So even if you're not right there, they will be able to figure out how to use this organizer, okay? Whether it's them or their parents helping them. All right, so we've just re-uploaded a full work, and you'll notice up here at the top we have the progress bar. So this goes through as students are completing the organizer to kind of give them that encouragement to keep on going forward. All right, so here we have the writing prompt and the topic. It is super important that these are filled in because there are functions in the writing coach that will check to make sure that students are on topic. Here we have our directory, so this is the full layout of our organizer. Okay, so every single section has teacher tips. It gives directions, explanations of what it is, why it matters, and most importantly, concrete examples. Most students I know need to see what it's supposed to look like. And it goes through. So after you put in your opinion and your reasons, it will then help you create your thesis. It will help it generate together. So basically, it's teaching students how to write a thesis by combining your claim and your reasons. And also, we have some enrichment here thinking about the counterclaim and the other side of the opinion and why students should maybe mention that in order to keep their opinion strong. And after they finish each section, my favorite is the confetti. Gotta have a little bit of celebration for every milestone that these students take as they fill in each box. All right, so we have our evidence here. This is our evidence tracker. So you notice this reason right here. This is auto-populated from the reason in the thesis. So everything flows. You don't have to copy and paste, and there's no, oh, you're off track. Your body paragraph 1 is supposed to be about this reason because that's what you put in your thesis. It's already there. Students have to build around it. So again, you got the teacher tips for this section and reminding students to use the writing coach here. See, look, it says, oh, it could be off topic here. because I didn't specifically mention Sasquatch in this example. Oh, and you'll notice we've got a contraction here. You're not supposed to use a contraction. You need to use full words. Okay, so it'll flag things like that. Going all the way through. So here, this is your evidence planner. So again, you have your reason here, and you're pulling your evidence to go with that reason. Okay, gotta hit that confetti again. Y'all know I like it. All right, we have the introduction here. This is where your students are using that HIT strategy, hook, introduction, and thesis. These all right here, these are sentence starters. You click them and they appear. It is fantastic. Again, the writing coach here, introducing the topic. It walks them through how to do everything. So the way that we model it in my class is we take a section a day and we will work through it together. But the beauty in this organizer is the student does not need you sitting with them the entire time. This organizer walks them through it step by step. And each section, again, here we are at the put it all together, we'll read it aloud to them and you can check it with the writing coach. So see, I've got a lot of contractions here, need to fix those. All right, now we're on to our body paragraphs here. So again, you got the teacher tips all the way through here. And let me play the directions for you.
Body paragraph.
So again, trying to teach students how to write an essay. This is completely scaffolded. We're starting on with a lot of supports, and eventually as students get used to the flow of how to write an essay, they'll be able to do it on their own. That is the goal here as teachers. We are wanting to start off with the supports and then slowly take them away and see our students fly. Right here, this reason is auto-populated from the thesis. You can use the sentence starter to get it in. So one reason is unusual view day. So if students still have to go through and add things to it. It's not writing it for them, but it is helping them keep the flow. All right, this is evidence from before. All we need to do is add our starter here, our transition. All right, and then we have to explain. Now again, this is pretty much filled in because I loaded a full essay from before. But everything that you do in those boxes, it automatically does here. Right, conclusion. Again, that got that teacher tip. Walks them through how to do it, what to include specifically. Extra helpful tip of don't add new reasons or quotes here. All right, and the specific example for how to start it. So of course we have our closed-in transition with our sentence starters. Now this part's really cool. So my students really struggled with restating the thesis. They just could not wrap their brains around just rewording what they had done. So this rewords the thesis for you. It takes it and it just mixes up the words. Instead of saying because, it says since, essentially. And by seeing this over and over again, students will learn, oh, this is how I'm supposed to do this at the end. Because eventually, again, we want the prompts that we are seeing on this page, that's what we want the student to say in their mind as they're going through in the future after they've used this tool. All right, then we have our teacher tip for that final thought. Got to leave your reader with something important. Our full pull it all together. And finally, we have our final essay. So again, we've got our teacher tips here. Those things we need to focus on. You have your whole essay here, which this part is amazing. This is where some students who have never seen more than a sentence or two that they have written put together see that they have written an entire paper. It is mind-blowing and so encouraging, especially for those students who struggle. The best part, students haven't even realized that they've been writing a whole paper this entire time because it is chunked up in such bite-sized increments. By the time they get to this page, I mean, they're going to be so excited and so proud of themselves that they were able to do this. Now again, we got the writing coach there. So the goal is, now I know there's a lot of these in here, and some of these are just that it's that the word has been repeated. The goal is the student would use the writing coach as they go to catch these things, and that it's not a whole bunch of things at the very end. But again, it's still an important check to have. It's that final draft run through right there. Now I like the run final checklist here, and of course, you know I love confetti. All right, so it pulls what Georgia Milestones is typically looking for, that connects to the prompt, it's a solid link, it's got quotes, and that it's got a clear conclusion. And of course, got your own little writer's checklist here. Y'all know I love confetti. Got to celebrate these wins. All right, and the best button we have is right here. This is the powerful teacher tool that is going to prove that our students are not just using ChatGPT or some other AI program. This is where the teachers will be able to see what your students have been doing. When did they start editing? When did they finish? Did they paste into a box? Did they even edit or revise anything at all? Okay, all of these things. This is such important data for teachers to have so that they can really see their students' writing process and know that their student, see, pasted, didn't copy the work from somewhere else. This is such essential information for us to have. And the best part about Google Docs is if the student deletes it, there's always the version history so that you can go back and look at what it's supposed to be. And of course, at the end, gotta have that confetti. I am so proud of this graphic organizer, and I know that you are going to be so proud of your students, and most importantly, they're going to be proud of themselves. Thanks for taking the time to walk through this organizer with me. I know firsthand how hard it is to teach writing, especially opinion writing, in a way that feels meaningful, structured, and accessible to every learner in the room. That's exactly why I built this. This tool isn't here to replace your voice, it's here to amplify it. It's here to help your students build confidence, develop clarity, and take ownership of their ideas one sentence at a time. The truth is, writing well takes guidance, time, and a whole lot of modeling. But you don't have to carry that load alone. You already do the hard work of believing in your students even when they don't believe in themselves yet. This organizer is just one more way to support that journey. So thank you for showing up, staying patient, and for teaching kids that their words matter. You're not just helping them write essays, you're helping them find their voice. The ultimate opinion essay organizer, built for teachers by a teacher.